Speaking of I Kissed a Girl, you know, you are sort of the original person to tackle themes like that in pop culture with that song in the 90s. How do you feel like those themes are being handled now? And I'm not asking in reference to Katy Perry because that's been tackled, you know, ad nauseum, and you have as well tackled it. But in general, gay themes and LGBT themes.
When I did 1995, and I actually wanted to figure out how to do a song that I wished would have been written when I was a little girl. But somehow, you know, you had to do it with a little humor and a little fun. And I didn't believe that the label was like, this is going to be our single. But they had a different agenda a little bit than I did. I remember in the video, they wanted me to have the pregnancy. They put a tag at the end where I go back to Fabio, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Whereas I just wanted to, you know, I wanted to go to, you know, have a makeout with Jenny and it, you know, and the other things that they would do. I remember listening to the publicity person there over the phone going, oh, this has nothing to do with anything gay, this song.
I know.
Wow.
You know, but I think
I mean, that's the whole point of the song.
And the thing I would say is that, you know, to this day, the best thing that if I did nothing else is that, you know, we had people coming up to me all the time saying, you know, that they were in Alabama when they were in, you know, 6th grade, and when they were, that made them feel better. Mm-hmm. You know, first of all, 6th grade, then I'm like, screw you, you know, like I'm so old now, you know, but it makes me feel.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the original pop culture statements about, for the LGBT
and wanting
community.
it to be, yeah, and it wasn't, I didn't want it to be.
You must feel really proud when things like DOMA are struck down and Prop 8 are struck down. You must feel like a little bit of a part of that. Maybe to a degree. I mean, I'm sure you're not patting yourself on the back for the Supreme Court. Yeah.
Oh no! I mean, what you can't believe is how fast it's gone.
Yeah.
The changes. I mean, when Kiss the Girl came out, there were Southern stations that wouldn't play it. There was one station in Nashville that had a disclaimer: if you have children. Oh, my favorite one was because I wrote it in Nashville, Tennessee, and with a friend of mine, Robin Eaton. And for some weird reason, it got on Nashville Song of the Year Awards at the Grand Ole Opry, at the Ryman Auditorium. And so you could see, you know, all these guys coming in with hats. And for best song, you know, they'd announce Amy Grant, you know, yay. The next one, Vince Gill, yay. And then Robin Eaton, Jill Sobule, Kissed a Girl. And it was like,
wow.
And we had such a hard time not wanting to, like, burst out laughing so hard. So
were you worried? I mean, I could imagine that as a somewhat threatening environment then for that kind of content.
No, maybe, yeah, I never felt threatened, but it was really, the label, like, it was a cross to bear for, I mean, it was positive and negative. I was so glad I had that song. I wanted that out there. On the other hand, the label, like I said, didn't know what to do with it, so they let's put it in novelty land as opposed to, here's an empowering queer song.